Hey, vinyl community, here I am again for a vinyl update. You know, vinyl, those big round things with a little hole in the middle, has music on them and stuff. You know, you might have seen me show some of that before. I mean, it's very possible. So here we go. First thing I got here is some CDs. This is Carl Orff, a classical artist that I was made aware of through Jello Biafra. He didn't contact me personally, but I had watched him talk about some of his music growing up, and that was one of them. The song on here, O Fortuna, I think it's how you pronounce it. If you heard that, you'd know it, and it's been used in all kinds of other things. Taj Mahal, this one looks like a later one. I picked this up because the band Greta Van Fleet that I am currently obsessed with, they listened to a lot of Taj Mahal growing up because their dad played a lot of blues. They were influenced by a lot of blues. So I picked that up based on that. Elmore James, basically the same reason I picked this up. I have some Elmore James, but this is a double CD set. There's all kinds of good stuff on it. Dust My Broom is probably a song that you, if you're into blues at all, that you might recognize. But this has 20 tracks on each CD, so. This one here was unusual. The Antonio Carlos Jobim Songbook, The Girl from Ipanema. And it has various artists on here doing, I guess, jazz or Brazilian renditions of songs, or maybe they were exclusively renditions. Brazilian, that's what I'm trying to say. Stan Getz, Gilberto on here with, you also have Sarah Vaughan, Billy Eckstine, Wes Montgomery, Charlie Bird, Oscar Peterson, Dizzy Gillespie, Ella Fitzgerald, I think I said already. What was the other one? Let me see. Oh, and Astrid Gilberto's on here too. So, doing The Girl from Ipanema. And then speaking of Astrid Gilberto, I finally found one of her CDs. I mean, I'd seen some on Amazon, but to find one in just random, it's on Verve, and this is all her tracks. 21 on here. It also has, does this one have The Girl from Ipanema? Yes, it does. I was going to say, because that's like her song she's famous for. She did with Stan Getz. No, not Stan Getz. Gilberto, her husband. I forgot his first name. On to the, what is it? Vinyl, that's what I said it was. This one I picked up for 99 cents. I already had it. Hot Butter by Popcorn, or Popcorn by Hot Butter. I already had this. I bought it at a record show a while back. But the one I got is, I'm assuming, a later copy, probably a second pressing, because this one actually has the Popcorn box is separate on there. I know you probably can't tell on the video, but it's first pressing for 99 cents. Why would I not grab that? Christy Berg, Spanish Train and Other Stories. I like Christy Berg, but I picked this one up for a dumb reason, probably for most people out there. See the illustration there on the back? It's supposed to be like the hand of Jesus and Satan. Satan's hand and Jesus' hand. This was used in a, I guess, documentary. It's not really a documentary. It was sort of like a Christian scare tape, or a set of scare tapes by, it was on the John Ankerberg show originally on Sundays, like back in the late 80s. But I can't remember who did it. Anyway, it's called Hell's Bells, The Dangers of Rock and Roll. And they use this as an illustration. They've used a ton of stuff as illustrations, and that was one that I didn't know what it was from because I didn't have the record, and you know, they were just taking different pictures that looked satanic or blasphemous, and then they were just throwing them up on the screen, talking about them. And a lot of those bands, like, if they even said the name of the band, it's like, I don't even know who that is. Whatever. So that's why I bought it. Dumb reason, but Ray Conniff, always pick up Ray Conniff. And this one is the theme from Godfather, is the name of the album, but it has all kinds of other stuff, of course. And then Alan Sherman, I think I showed one recently that I'd got previous to this. I have this already, but sings Nutty Things, this time with strings. This has the single on it that he was famous for. But yeah, I've been picking those up just because, I'm afraid one of these days you won't ever find them. I don't know why I feel that way. My Son the Folk Singer, another one that you see a lot that I already have. This one, Tim Allen showed in a video recently, and I had just seen it before I'd watched his video and almost bought it. And then after seeing it in his video, it's like, oh, I got to go back and see if it's still there. And it was, so I got it. Tony Bennett is who the artist is. Sings the hits of today. And he does some Beatles stuff on here and a little bit of everything. There's a Stevie Wonder song, my brain. The Cat's Meow by Jerry Marad's Harmonic Cats. I'd seen this cover like years and years. It's in like a book that I have of weird record covers or cheesecake record covers, and I'd never seen it. So I ran across it at a thrift store at a Goodwill. It's like, oh my God. And then, I hate to show these again, but there's another Mitch Miller. I'm just showing all of these in this video to get them out of the way. Because I bought a bunch not too long ago, and I've been spacing them out through all my videos, so I'm just going to show what's left. I'm not even going to talk about them because, I mean, if you go to thrift stores, you collect vinyl, you're going to see those all the time. So I know that's not a great stack of records, but, I just showing stuff to get my videos caught up since I didn't make one last week. I'll be making one more video, and if you're curious about what that might be, it's not a vinyl update, but it is potentially vinyl related. See what I'm talking about in the next video. See ya.